And welcome to Writer's Life, a place where you get the sight, sound, smells, taste of my particular writer's life, where you get the truth about the writer's life, mine anyway, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God. Subscribe if you haven't already, punch the like button, tap the bell for notifications so that you don't miss out on one single uber exciting video. Ooh, I just looked in directly into my lamp. Anyway, go to vinceandrew.com, grab some of the new thrillers, including I, the Judge, the new Steve Jobs PI novel, which is on sale all weekend, thanks to Bargain Booksy. And it's everywhere. It's on Apple, Barnes & Noble, and Google Books, and Kobo, and everywhere. Hoopla, not just Amazon. So take advantage of that. Her Darkest Secret is out, doing great. That one is Kindle Select. So, like, if you subscribe, you can get it for free, I guess. And it'll be there for another 2 months, 3 weeks. And Deranged Fan is coming, hopefully next week. The artwork is being done, the editing's done. I'm just giving it the final read through right now. I got 5,500 words on the new Moonlight, Downhill Moonlight. I didn't know I was going to write another Moonlight, but I am. I just decided to. I have no idea what it's about yet, really, but I'm working on it. And it's fun, so that's what counts. I'm trying to I'm down to just about 2 weeks before I fly out for 2 months to Italy. So a little less than 2 months, unless I stay. But I always go through the same thing, like every time, even though I go there often, and elsewhere for that matter. I'm always like, I got to get as much work in as I can, right? Which really doesn't make sense because I don't skip a beat other than to travel. I don't skip a beat. I mean, I get there and I do what I do here, except the food's so much better. And the wine and all that stuff, scenery. Although upstate New York's beautiful. But there's just something about being in Florence that is remarkable and remarkably stimulating. The whole bit. You go for a walk, you go by the Duomo, you go past the Ponte Vecchio. It's like, who can ask for anything better, right? But it's always one of my favorite things is reading through a novel I haven't read through since I finished it, right? And, now that the edits are done and all that sort of stuff. And sometimes it's a weird thing that we go through as writers, because when we start something, we're like, is this going to be the day? Like, I can't actually come up with the words. Like, that's an inevitability, but it's really not. But it does go through your mind a little bit, right? And you're just like, am I going to be able to come up with a decent plot, all that sort of stuff? And then you write it, and you really don't know how. I mean, if you're having fun, it's probably good. At least, on a certain level. There's rules to follow that I'm not conscious of them anymore when I write. Things like get the weather in there, the setting, like all this sort of stuff. I mean, I know it's important, characterization and all that sort of stuff, but repeating imagery, all that sort of stuff. I do it, but I'm not conscious of it anymore. So, I mean, you shouldn't be after close to 200 novels and novellas. You shouldn't be that conscious of it. But anyway, what still amazes me after all this time, what I still find extremely amazing is when I read the novel for the last time, and I won't read it ever again after this. Like I'm reading Deranged Fan right now. I think I mentioned already. And this will be the last time I read it, unless I do a reading somewhere and I read like a chapter from it or something. But it's like I wrote this because it's really good, and you get the feeling like somebody else wrote it and you just somehow copied it. Further evidence in my humble opinion that it's not really me who's doing the writing. It's some other thing, the Muse they call it sometimes, or I don't know. Like I'm just the conduit, I just like, and it comes out. I wonder if like architects feel that way when they pass by a building that they've designed, and they're like, "Wow, I can't believe I designed that place, and it's functional and it looks great, and it's gonna outlast me for like 200 years." And, or a painter when they paint something, it's going to be there long after they're gone, all that sort of stuff. I wonder if they get the same feeling. They must. Songwriters, I listen to I'm always making Beatles references, but I listened to I Am the Walrus the other day, and it still gives me chills. Still gives me chills. I'm like, this song has stood the test of time. It's 60 years old almost. And John Lennon even said, like, this is a song that's weird and it's going to be just as popular as it is now, or just as appreciated as it is now, 100 years from now. And he wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong. It sounded, I'm sure at the time he was like just saying it to be funny, sort of, but he was right. And it's only 40 years to go until it is 100 years old. And I'm sure it'll be giving other people, younger people chills when they listen to it. And that's hopefully what my books will do for people in the future as well. They'll enjoy them. Because all of them will be handed down to my children, and they will continue to publish them, and then their children will continue to publish them, and so on and so forth. Yeah, that's all I got to say. It's Saturday. I rarely come down on a Saturday. A sleepy Saturday at that, because it's President's Day weekend. Monday's a bank holiday, I would imagine. And a lot of people are on vacation all week. I can't even ski all week because my pass won't allow it. So I'm not, and then by then I'm leaving in a week. So I'm not sure I'm going to be hitting the hill at all anymore this year, which is kind of a sad thought. It was a quick season. Started early December, January, February. I hit all 3 months, but I kind of feel like I should have gone twice as many times probably, but I don't like to ski alone. And it's tough getting other people to go or whatever. I had a couple of offers, but I couldn't do it. And then I skied with my one friend a few times, but it's like the opposite of fishing. Like when I'm fly fishing, I want to be alone. I don't want anybody. I don't want anybody in my way. When I'm skiing, I want to ski with people, and I think that's just because I always did. When I grew up skiing, it was always like a family thing, or with school or ski school or something like that. You were always with people. And when I ski alone, I'm just like, just doesn't. I mean, as fun as it is and freeing, and it's one of my favorite things to do. Then I'm like, at my age, I'm like, well, what if I fall and I'm alone? I'm like paranoid about that. I don't know why. It's just one of my stupid things. I'll willingly go to Chernobyl and expose myself to all that radiation, but like, what if I fall skiing and I'm alone? Or I'll like willingly crawl 500 meters or whatever, 70 meters down into one of the lesser known pyramids in Egypt, and where you can't even breathe because of the fucking gas from the bat waste from thousands upon thousands of years of bat waste, where your heart's just pounding because you've been crawling down inside, and then you have to worry about the climb back up. I'll do that and gladly do it. And if you break a limb down there, you're done. You're finished. You're not getting out. No one cares. Um, but God forbid I fall when I'm skiing, and I fall a lot. All right, anyway, I'm rambling. So that's it. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow, maybe not. Definitely Monday. I got Ben Sobiek on Wednesday, and we are going to talk about Spotify. I should probably check the chat real quick. I don't expect anybody to be wasting their time looking at me, but I got Big Philly. Yo, what's up, man? Phil, man, your episode like blew up my internet. Everybody loves you, dude. I predict you're going to be very famous. That's Phil Smith. Catch episode like I don't know what it is, 894 or something like that. Anyway, like the last episode, I think, and it's a great interview. Phil's a great guest. Um, got a great magazine coming out. If you're a writer, you might want to try to contribute to it anyway. Phil, you're probably already getting thousands of submissions. Anyway, all right, that's all I got. I will talk to you guys probably Monday. Like I said, Big Philly, or rather, I got Ben Sobiek on Wednesday. And coming up before I leave, I'll try to have Troy Lambert on for his monthly um, state of the art, state of the writer's art update. All right, you guys. Ciao, ciao.